Good afternoon. This is Scott and the Shot live with my podcast. Here's my beautiful wife, Darla. I wanted to talk to you today about these Democrats. I wanted to talk about, first, let's start off with Representative Murkowski, Illinois' Democratic lawmaker. She was the one on TV yesterday, the day before yesterday, talking about she didn't like the word manufacture because it sounded so manly with the word man in it. Now, let me ask you a question. How does somebody like that get voted into office? The constituents that voted for her, they voted for her to go to be a Democratic lawmaker in the state of Illinois so she can worry about the word man and the word manufacture. Wow. You got Democrats on TV every day. They're singing stupid songs. They're fuck Donald Trump. Like, should there be some kind of litmus test, sorry, for people who vote or for somebody who holds public office in the state or the federal government or even local government? I mean, what kind of retards are these people? These are children. I know children that behave in a more adult manner than that. I mean, worried about. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, what are these Democrats trying to accomplish in office? Why are they there? They're not there to make sure you get more money in your paycheck. They're not there to make sure that we have jobs. They're not there to secure our border. They're not there to make a level playing on our and reciprocal trade deals with other countries. How are these people allowed to get voted into office? There's got to be some kind of test to weed out these people that are mentally challenged. What's going to happen? I mean, you saw how these look at the behavior that you've never seen a Republican ever behaving in this manner. For all the talk about Donald Trump and the Republican Party, you won't find one video of any Republican in the state, federal, or local government acting like this. Acting like I've been watching on TV since Donald Trump got elected. Honestly, even when he got elected in 2016, with the lies, with the Russia hoax. I mean, I say it all the time. The Hunter laptop. Have you guys seen that everything these Democrats ever say is every word that comes out of their mouth is a lie, and everything they say that the Republicans are doing, they're the ones that are literally doing it. And when they don't get their way, they act like even worse than a child. They act like a special needs child that's severely handicapped. And they're in office, lawmakers. I mean, trying to run a state, a local or federal government position. I mean, are you serious? I've never seen such childish behavior in my life from this many adults. I mean, that have power. That's what you people need to think about because they're not worried about you. They're worried about transgenderism. They're worried about flooding our borders with illegals. They don't even want to deport people who are committing crimes in this country or came over here to avoid going to prison in their other countries. I mean, their country of origin. I mean, what is wrong with these people? I mean, I hope you people are seeing this. I mean, I hope you're understanding what I'm talking about here. I'm not saying nothing that a lot of people don't already know, but I got to vent here because this is some crazy stuff. How do these people get into office when they're that retarded? People, we need to wake up, everybody, and we need to stay awake because if we don't keep the presidency for the next 12 years, if we ever allow these kind of people that think this way to get back in office for any period of time, this country's over. I mean, China and Russia were probably that close to wanting to attack us because when Biden was in office, because they're so weak. I mean, the Democratic Party doesn't have one man in their party that's a real man. I mean, they're not toxic. They're not even masculine. They're not even masculine. I mean, these guys are. Hate to say it, they're all homos or they think they can become transgenders, or their friends can become transgenders, or they can turn your kid into a transgender, or let them self-mutilate their bodies by having them castrated, having their boobs cut off. I mean, what is wrong with these people? Can anybody explain this to me like I'm a 2-year-old? Because I don't get it. I don't get where this country got so messed up. And the rest of the world is messed up from us promoting it onto them so they can get federal aid from our government.
Oh, all the money spent on
Yeah, we'll send you money if you promote transgenderism. If you have a transgender Sesame Street. If you send some drag shows to your grade schoolers. I mean, what is going on here? I mean, well, I know what's going on. I hope somebody watches this. My hope is that someday somebody will watch my podcast that doesn't get it, and maybe they'll get it, because it's hard to hear simple terms on TV in a manner to where like somebody's talking in their home instead of them, talking in a polite manner on TV so they don't get kicked off TV or fired from their job. I mean, these people are crazy. I mean, there's no other way to say it. I mean, the things that they advocate for, the things they believe in is so non-human, non-American, evil. And I mean, weird would be nice. That'd be nice to saying they're weird. But how do we let these people get into office when they have that kind of mentality? I mean, they have the mentality of somebody who should be locked up in a mental institution. What about that word "man" in manufacture? I mean, are these people crazy? I mean, I'm sure when somebody invented the word manufacturing, that it wasn't because it was a man. It's a word made for making so. I mean, I don't get it.
Oh my God.
I mean, I mean, I hope you people understand this. I mean, because this is a crazy world we live in now, people. And I don't mean, I mean, for real. But you always heard that term, this is a crazy world. No, it's crazy now. I mean, it's crazy, and we allow these people to get into our higher offices of government. Oh man, we can't ever allow these kind of people to think this way to get into our offices of government again. I mean, it doesn't take. It took us almost 300 years to become the greatest country in the world. It's only going to take 10 years of that kind of behavior in our government, if they ever get elected again, to tank this whole country for every American, for our kids, our grandkids. And that's what's really going on, people.
That's what worries me.
Many of nations have fallen. The Roman Empire, the Egyptian Empire, the British Empire. I mean, they all fall for a reason, but they never fell because they were retarded like this. Because they thought a boy could become a girl or a girl become a boy, or they advocate for men playing in women's sports. I mean, and stupid shit like that. I mean, that is the whole platform of the Democratic Party. They don't get on TV and talk about, I want to make your life better because I want you to have a better job, and actually making a policy and getting you a better job. I mean, all they do is lie. They get into office and they never fulfill the promises that they gave that they told the people they would do. Donald Trump is doing exactly what he said he was going to do, and it just pisses off those Democrats. And we're going to see how much corruption. How does somebody making 170? I looked it up. A senator and a congressman, the average pays 170 something thousand a year. How do you get $4-5 million homes on that salary? These are slush funds, people. You don't think they're really giving? It's like Ukraine. They don't want them to audit. They don't want them to do to check out. To do an audit on the money that we send to Ukraine, because they don't want why? Because they send them 150 billion, and I bet half that money goes back into every Democratic fucking senator's pocket and congressman under the table. I mean, that's why they don't want you to audit. They don't want nothing audited, because if they do, they're going to see where's that money going. I have a hard time believing that they're actually spending that kind of money on that bullshit. It's kind of like a shrimp on a treadmill, couple $1 million. You don't think they really paid that out, do you? It's a slush fund. What else could it be? Because no sane person would actually send that kind of money for that kind of stuff. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they are that retarded and they're that far gone to where they really would do this crazy stuff. I mean, transgender operas. I mean, and this assault on white people. This assault on the white man. I mean, give me a break, people. There is no racism in this country no more, except for a few. I don't know. I don't see it like they say on TV. And it's definitely not no white people doing it, but I don't see no KK running around. I don't see no fucking skinheads. I mean, I don't see none of that kind of stuff. So I'm insulted when they keep putting down the white man. Like we're so bad. How many people of minority status in this country are rich? Millions upon millions upon millions. I mean, we're really bad people, aren't we? So I'm tired of the assault on white people. It makes me sick. I mean, I'm not racist at all. I'm prejudiced against these Democrats, and I don't care what color they are, because what they advocate for, not because of the color of their skin. I don't care about the color of somebody's skins, but when you start talking stupid shit,
himself.
that's right.
Yes.
But I don't even want to look at a person when they advocate for a child being able to cut off his body parts and take hormone blockers when he's 10 years old behind a parent's back, when they want to open up our border to any criminal that comes in and then hide in a sanctuary city that sits there tipping off the illegals that are in that damn city or state. When ICE gets there, endangering our ICE officers and the other officers that go there with them to get these people out of our country. Like I said before, I want every illegal citizen out of this country, regardless if they committed a crime. They committed a crime when they came over here illegally.
Yep.
We'll figure out how to get the crops picked, people. We'll figure that out. Like I said before, there's enough people in prisons to do it.
Yes.
And there's always been legal pickers that come over here on programs to pick these crops. Always. It's always been there. So they act like, I mean, they say that because the ignorant person doesn't realize that. I live in California. There's several immigrant housing complexes that hold, they have schools and all that for when these people come over here on a legal program to pick our produce and all that, and then they go back. I mean, so it's all facade. Everything these Democrats say is a lie. I mean, really, you can't even, if they told you their age, they'd be lying. They never talk the truth about anything. They hide everything. They don't want nobody looking at the books. I mean, who doesn't want to get rid of corruption and waste? I mean, Obama talked about it. Clinton talked about it. But when Donald Trump talks about it, oh, he's the devil. He's a white man. The white people are the devil. I mean, oh, my Lord. The same playbook day after day, year after year, decade after decade. It's just like with the colored people. The Democratic Party has been keeping you down since day one. I mean, all they want to do is divide you between the rest of the world and the rest of the country and keep you in the box that you got out of when a Republican got rid of slavery. Yeah, Lincoln was a Republican. You Democrats were the party of slavery. But yet everybody thinks that you're not the party of slavery. You're still the party of slavery because you're the ones that I always see on TV dividing white, black, Mexican, and Asian every damn day, man and woman, kid and parents. I mean, what is wrong with these people? I'll tell you what's wrong with them. They're just nuts, people. We need to start opening up these mental institutions again and getting these people put away. I mean, they shouldn't be on the streets wrongfully influencing our kids. No kid should have to walk to school in these bigger cities, walking past people sleeping on the streets.
You think?
I mean, needles on the ground. Watching here in Gridley, California. This town is 3,700 people. Me and my wife were driving to the post office here about a year ago, and there's some guy taking a shit right next to the goddamn building. A bum taking a shit. You know what he did? He just dropped down his pants, stood there and took a shit, didn't even wipe it, and went walking off like it never even happened. I sat there with my mouth dropped. I wanted to go take a baseball bat and beat the shit out of him. What kind of person does that? Right there in plain sight.
The same ones that are taking showers and bathing in the kids' park here.
That's right. Yeah, in the kids' park here. There's a little kid park here, a little water park here. They go out there and they take their baths and their showers in the little kiddie park where they play in the water. When are we going to say enough's enough, people? I mean, it's gone out of hand. The experiment's over. Let's get back to dropping them off at the county fucking line, getting them out of our cities. I don't feel a damn bit sorry for these people that can't take care of themselves. If you want to live on the streets and go live out in the mountains, no, not in the mountains, they'll catch those on fire like they're doing. We need to put them in Nevada. I've been saying it. Let's put them in Nevada out there in the desert where they can't burn nothing down. They can't hurt nobody but themselves. And let's get these people out of here. What else do you do with them? I mean, it's not my fault I got to talk this way, people. It's their fault. It's the Democratic Party that let it happen and let it get out of hand. In California, like I said, it's the worst state in the world. California is the worst state in the world to live in. I mean, I'm telling you, as a California resident of 15 years, there's no state worse than this, except for, Oregon and Washington are right up there now, too. I live in both those states. I mean, those three, we ought to just annex them out of here. Go away. And I'll move to Montana. Go away. I mean, but that's all I got to say about it, people. This is Scott in a Shot. My beautiful wife, Darla. I love her. And we'll talk to you guys later.
Happy Valentine's Day, y'all.
Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you. I hope you guys all love your spouses and your kids. And I hope this all works out. I hope this experiment ends with this country, people. It's been a big old fucked up experiment that Democrats put upon us. And I'm tired of it. Have a good day.